Hello viewers, today we are going to do something special about creating our database. So, but we are not going to use live server. We are going to use local machine, local server in our computer, which is called XAMPP. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that you will see what I'm about to do. So that when you finish learning your coding and web development, app development, you will not find it difficult to navigate through your database. That is what they call database management. So we are going to start with sharing my screen with you. So we are going to start by owning our XAMPP if it is not already on. So this XAMPP work as local network. Okay, it is already started sef. We only need start this Apache MySQL. Look at it here. If I stop it here, I need to start it again. If I start it again, it will start running on our local computer. That means you can browse in your local computer if your file is associated with this exam. But what we are going to do now is just to see how we can use AI to navigate through our database so that it will not be hard for us to start doing things manually when AI has come to help. Okay, so having started my exam, well, the next thing I'm going to do is to open my browser. And when I open my browser, I type localhost slash dashboard. That is all you need to type. And when you open it, you will see that you have Apache friend, frequent ask question, how to do guide, PHP information, and PHP my admin. You only need to turn this PHP my admin. This is for local host. I mean, this is for local host. This is not a live server. So the live server is little bit different from this local host, because if you on your cPanel, you see different dashboard. Okay, when you on your this thing, your dashboard will be different from this we are seeing here now. But inside it, how to create database is almost similar to other things. It's just that you have some other information inside your cPanel, that is your live server, than this PHP admin. So what we just want to do is to create what is it called? What we just want to do is just to create database. Okay, so we are going to create database for school portal. So what are we going to call our database? We call it school underscore db, meaning school underscore database. So we click on this. As this is loading, after loading like this, you say database. Okay, you say database. So after saying this database, you will now say create database name, which we will just say that we will type school um underscore db. Okay, school underscore db. So we now say create. Okay, we now have school underscore db. So assuming that we want to do this thing manually, we will only start from say database name, how many column is it going to have, but we are not going to do that. Reason, it is going to take a lot of our time. So what we are going to do is that we are going to use AI to generate this thing, the whole database we needed for school portal to start running, and we will insert it at in a click of one button. We just insert them. So if there is any change you need to do, all you need to do is just to study the tables they generated for you, and if you need the amendment, you create the amendment. So again, your table must match with your PHP file and your HTML forms. Okay, so that it will not throw a syntax error. So now let's just generate this thing. Next thing you must learn is how to prompt. Okay, you must know how to prompt your AI. That is important. Okay, so now you are going to say generate. Okay, we have not even started chat gpt, the AI model. So we now say generate, okay, tables for school portal to be inserted with SQL. Simple. Now watch what will happen. So you click this now, you wait small, say below are clean, complete and well structured SQL table for a school portal. This table, look at it here. So it has generate the tables for me. So I'm going to copy this table one after the other and go to this SQL. So I'm not creating this thing one after the other manually. I'm going to do this, insert this thing once and for all, so that you will see how it works. So I'm going to say SQL, then I will come here and insert what I just copied from AI generated table, and I will come back and say go. So if I want to enable this foreign key, I will enable it. If I don't want to enable the foreign key, I'll just remove this one and say insert. Okay. Then I will go back to the code where they generated the thing again. This is a table for students. So I will copy the table for students and go back to my SQL and paste the code here, the table here. And if I want to enable this thing, I will leave it like this. If I don't want to enable it, I'll just remove it and I go on. That is how I go on and on and on and keep on to the, creating tables. So this is the help of AI. So in case if you want to drop any table, um in case you want to drop any table, you don't want it again, you come to this server here and you see databases. Then if you open the database, which is this one that we created, even if you want to drop the database, you can just click on database and say drop. So if I want to drop this user here, I will just say drop here and this user will just go. If I want to recreate it, I will recreate it again. Then if I want to remove everything that is inside this user and I don't want to drop the user table, I will just come to this SQL and say in capital letter, say delete. Okay, delete from from users. Okay, then you say this, you just say delete from users like this. So it is going to delete all the data that you have inside your user table. As simple as that. It's not hard. So but the thing is this, that if you are using AI, you must be careful, because your form, AI generated different type of form, they generated different type of PHP for your back end, and now generate database. And if you are not careful, if you do not observe it well, if you do not inspect it well before inserting them, you will face more challenges ahead in the future. Sorry, you will face more challenges in the future. The reason is because you are going to face much syntax errors that will warrant debugging. You see that while debugging, and AI will also first of all even get confused, because your database table is different from your PHP this thing, from your PHP back end program. Then all of them are different from the table you have inside your database. So but if you know what you are doing, all you need to do is that when AI generates your code, you inspect it well, and you suppose generate all of them at once. Okay, when you want to prompt that, you said ask AI, use this to generate code, a form for me, then generate a processor, PHP processor for me. Then the AI will look at your table structure and use it and generate exactly what you want. Okay, it will use it to generate exactly what you want. Next video, we are going to show on live server. We are not going to use this local host again in our next video. So feel free to share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, so that you will see the live video. You will see how the live video is different. I mean, you will see, so that you will see live server